Well, your hotel is booked and your bags are packed, and if you don't want bed bugs to ruin your trip, there are certain things you need to look out for. I'm Dr. Dan Suter, an urban entomologist at the University of Georgia, and I'm here today with Dr. Ben Hottel from Rollins. And we're going to show you some tips and instructions today for being able to detect bed bugs in your room should they be present.
Well, thank you, Dan. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're coming into a hotel and are maybe a little bit concerned about bed bugs is putting their luggage on the bed. And that's really one of the number one places where bed bugs could be. So we want to make sure that we put this maybe in a hard surface area, such as this luggage rack. We could put it in the bathroom, and that would be a much safer option.
Yeah, so any hard surface away from the bed is where you want to put your luggage as soon as you walk into the room.
So hot spots to look for in a hotel are really the mattress, the box spring, the bed frame, and also the headboard here. If we were coming in as professionals, we'd be gloved up. We got our flashlights out, but that's not something that really we recommend visitors to do. You could just take a quick look with your phone light to check the headboard. And maybe bang on it, but this is going to be really anchored to the wall and locked on, so you don't even try to remove that. You can take a look at the mattress and the box spring, and we'll take off these duff ruffles here. But what do we have on here, Dan? It looks like there's an encasement.
Yeah, so there's an encasement on this mattress. One of the favorite places that bed bugs hide on a mattress is the seam right here, right? So you can see the seam underneath this encasement. Bed bugs like to get underneath the areas in those tight little spots where the mattress seam is located. And one of the things you need to look for in that location are little black spots. And that's stained blood, that's dried blood that the bed bugs have defecated, and that blood has dried and it looks black or brown. And you'll see these tiny little unexplained little black spots there, and that's evidence that bed bugs have been there. You were talking about the headboard. What is it about the headboard that makes bed bugs? They're fairly cryptic critters. They're mostly active at nighttime, and so they're hiding behind the headboard. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah. It's just a very undisturbed area in a hotel room. A lot of this is getting cleaned maybe daily or every couple days, and that's an area where they can hide out at during the day, come out at night and feed. But these mattress encasements are great. As you were saying, the seams are places to look for. But if we put an encasement on there, that seam is no longer available for them to hide in.
Right.
So if you find encasements like this in a hotel room, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's infested or was infested at some point. It could just be something that was put in proactively to prevent those seams from being available or other cracks and crevices.
I get it. So that mattress cover, it mechanically or manually prevents bed bugs from being able to hide, really.
Right.
Well, Ben, I've enjoyed my time here at the Rollins Learning Center, but I'm going to go home now. What are some of the things that I should do with my clothes when I get home?
Well, just like we were talking about within the hotel room, just when you go home, the first place you do not want to put your luggage is on the bed. And so don't want to do that. Maybe leave it in the garage or another room that no one else is resting or sleeping in that room anytime. You don't want to introduce bed bugs into a sleeping area. And then after you leave that, you can take any of the contents and put that into the dryer on high heat, and that will kill all the bed bug life stages.
Even eggs in adults? For how long? How long should you?
30 to 45 minutes.
30, 45 minutes on high heat will kill everything.
Yep.
Admittedly, bed bugs are the last thing we want to think about when we're either on vacation or on a business trip. So we hope that today we provided a few tips that travelers can use when they get to their hotel and then when they get home. So I want to thank the Rollins Learning Center, Dr. Ben Hottel, today for your time, and we hope that you can take something away from this video.